ready, sir.
All right.
Ready.
All right. Welcome to the Zaki Show, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not tuning in, you might want to tune in now. I'm with my co-host, Imani, also known as King Manolo.
King
He,
Manolo.
he also has his YouTube channel, YouTube TV show going on, so go check out his page. So those of you who subscribe to me, show him some love. Check out his work, his videos. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Right now, what we're going to do is I have King Manolo on the line. We're going to do some soccer commentary and analysis on the up and coming World Cup 2014, which is held in Brazil. And we are just going to assess some of the teams, not all of the teams, but some of the teams, some of the major African teams, and take a look at the USA team as well. See how far they're going to perform and go in the tournament. Uh, leave your feedback, your comments, and we'll just get right into this. King Manolo, welcome to the show, brother. How you doing?
Hey, thanks a lot, Zaki, man. I appreciate it, man.
No doubt, no
Appreciate it.
doubt. Welcome to the show. So yeah, you used to live in Ghana, right? For seven,
Yeah,
eight
man.
years.
I live. Oh, yeah, man. I love living in Ghana. I lived there for about 7 years, man.
All right, so you practically know the Ghanaian culture and football practically inside out.
Yes, sir, man. It's like one of my favorite sports, man. I couldn't live without it.
That's what's up. That is what's up. So yeah, what do you picked some teams? I know you're rooting for Ghana, USA, and Brazil probably. What tell us how you think those teams are gonna fare in the tournament?
Man, you know, first of all, I'm going to start off with the U.S. team, man.
Okay,
I'm going to say that they have made some major improvements
that's right.
as I was looking through the history, man, of their whole football history in terms of just the team progress and man, step by step. It's been amazing, man. So I'm thinking that, they're gonna fare very, very, very well this
Okay,
World Cup, man. I'm thinking that they may come out on top, hopefully,
hopefully.
because it's kind of hard because my other team, Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
they're in the same bracket as them, man. So it's
That's
kind
right.
of hard because these are my two favorite teams,
Now,
the U.S.
I had to ask you a question, bro. But U.S. is grouped with Ghana, Germany, and I believe Portugal.
Hmm.
And you said some time ago that the last time USA was in the semifinals was in 1930. I think that is
Yeah,
correct. So,
yeah,
going by history, we know that USA has never beaten Ghana in a World Cup match, which dated back to 2006 and 4 years ago in 2010. And they haven't beat Germany, which goes all the way back to 1998 when they lost 1-0 in France 98. And again, they lost to Germany 1-0 in the quarterfinals at uh, Japan and Korea 2002. So history is against the United States. How do you think the United States can approach these two teams, Ghana and Germany, without having history to repeat itself?
you know what? I'm just gonna by first, man. I'm gonna speak on their improvements,
Okay,
and from there we can take it from there. Because as I was doing my research,
okay,
it says that the U.S. team reached the semifinals in the 1930 World Cup, finishing third place.
that's right.
That's pretty good improvement. And so after qualifying for the 1934 World Cup
Mm-hmm.
and withdrawing in 1938,
Yep.
the next World Cup participation did not come until 1950 to the
Okay.
1950 tournament,
So 20
causing
years later.
until 20 years later.
Okay.
So that was causing an upset by
Mm-hmm.
defeating England, and the scores was 1-0. So they defeat England, man. They
Wow.
can defeat England, and that's a mighty good team. You know them from Manchester
That's right.
United. Man, those guys, they fight the fight. You know what I'm talking about? Them guys fight the fight
That's
until it's finished. So, if America can defeat or conquer England, I think they have a very good chance at defeating their opponents, in
so.
this
what
the
you're saying,
stats, man.
what you're saying is, judging by history, the United States can definitely pull up a surprise, a spring or two, a
Man,
surprise.
to be honest, it ain't no telling, man. It's a very very high chance that they can win. So, and as you go further into the history,
Mm-hmm.
even after the 1950,
Mm-hmm.
the U.S. didn't qualify for the World Cup again until 1990. And in
Yes, that is.
2009, they
Mm-hmm.
reached the final. They reached the final for the FIFA Confederation
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Cup, eliminating the top-ranked Spain 2-0.
Yep, I remember that game.
Yeah, so they also defeated Spain too. So that's major progress,
That's
man.
that's an
To me,
achievement.
that stands pretty good with me with the USA.
So, judging by these facts and these historical stats, you would say that the United States still has a pretty good chance of rewriting their own history by beating Germany and Ghana for the first time.
Man, um, it's kind of hard, brother, because you mentioned Ghana, and I go for Ghana,
you know.
that's our team too, man. So it's kind of hard to say. They're a pretty good team too, man. I did my research on them,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah, they're one of the best in Africa.
Huh?
Yeah, Ghana is one of the best teams from Africa.
Man, them guys play soccer, man. When I say
That's
they play
right.
soccer, they're probably like the only best team that I think that would maybe eliminate Brazil. If they make it that far, they will.
That's right.
They might do
That's
it.
right. Yep. Yeah, you were saying that Ghana was some the other time. You were saying that Ghana is like the Brazilians of Africa or something like that. You know.
Man, those guys are really good in soccer. I would put them at, top rank. They would be first position when it comes to African football, man.
I think I have to agree with you on that one. Just to give our viewers some stats for those of you who are keeping in touch with the African Nations Cup. I'm sure King Manolo knows this. You do realize that Ghana was defeated in the final by Libya. I didn't even know Libya had a team.
Damn, that's sad. How did they let Libya win, man?
It went through
They're
penalty
like
kicks.
the bottom of the totem pole, man. I'm telling
Exactly.
you, like
I didn't even
Libya
know Libya.
sucks.
I didn't even know those guys had a team. Hmm? We they
I
they
know.
they're in the Sahara Desert. I didn't know nothing grows out there.
That's crazy,
Nothing's
man.
supposed to grow out there. So that's crazy that they're now the 2014 African champions on the continent. You know. So
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's. And if you look at the Ghanaian man, their history too,
hmm
it's amazing, man. From where they come from back in the day,
that's right.
making it. I think this is like their first time, or no, it's not the first time. Let me rephrase that. It's probably
hmm
about like the second time they've made it to the World Cup.
That's right.
And this would probably be ranking the third,
That's right.
probably. So
Now
I'm hoping that this time, maybe too, they can take it.
let's be honest with ourselves because when I'm not an expert on World Cup and stuff like that, but whenever I watch African teams and the way they fare, no doubt that Ghana and Nigeria and Cameroon are some of the strongest teams in Africa. But for the most part, it looks like African teams go to the World Cup and they don't perform well like the European teams. You know what I mean? Like each time the first round is ended, there's only one African team that goes to the next round, and by the quarterfinals, maybe there's one left, but at least 90 to 95% chance there's no African teams that are in the quarterfinals or semis. Do you think that is because of the African economic stability that the countries there in Africa are not because of the way that things are set up, and King Manolo has lived in Ghana for 7 years, so he knows
7 years.
the way of life in terms that Ghana doesn't have the necessary, not just Ghana now, but most African countries don't have the necessary equipment like or resources like you would United States or Germany or England to develop their football or just develop their own economic um, countries. So statistically speaking, and historically speaking, African
Yep.
teams tend not to go far in the latter stages of the cup. Is it because
Yeah.
that their their countries back home are not stable? Is it because they don't have the resources like the European teams and United States team to? What do you think about that?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's resources.
Okay.
Um, in terms of when it comes to football, I think football together to me,
Mm-hmm.
my my term of basically soccer would be having fun.
Okay.
Everybody coming together to have fun.
That's right.
I don't really think that it ties in with the the economy or anything like that. I just think it ties in about it's all about having fun. So
Man,
if
you
you look
bring
at
up
a
a good
country,
point, brother. Yep.
yeah,
Keep.
if you look at a country like Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
they're not, doing so well when it comes to economics neither.
That's right.
So but still they're able
They're
to,
able to go out and have fun.
yeah, they're able to go out and have fun and bring the cup home,
That's right.
like these guys do majority of the time. So it's like I don't think that really has a big part to play in it, but I do think that you know, let's just hope, man, that our teams fare well. Let's hope that Ghana comes out maybe on top. Hopefully one of my two favorite teams will come out. But we just have to see.
Man, brother, you bring up some good points, man. And I always look at it from a narrow perspective because it's easy to think because African teams such as Ghana, that if they did poor in previous tournaments, that you would easily link them to economic problems back home. But if you look at a team like Brazil or any of the other poor countries, they go out there and they have a passion to play and they have fun and play their heart out. So I guess
Yeah,
maybe the African teams should maybe approach the games in a different manner. I mean, maybe they should go out, have fun, and play with a passion that you know that is
that they
desirable.
love.
Yeah, that they love soccer, that they're into the game like everybody else.
Exactly. I like that. I like that topic you just brought up, man, and that's interesting, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, the achievements that Ghana has made too so far now.
Tell the
That
people that. Tell them.
yeah, I would like to state that, man, is they are a good team. The Ghanaians are sporting. They're all now they're actually sporting. You remember the traditional jerseys they used to have, which was the incorporating the flag itself, which was the red,
I think.
green, and the traditional
Yeah,
colors.
I think so. Yeah. Yep. That was like a
Yeah,
long time
they've
ago, though. I
also
think.
yeah, they had that. They had the red, gold, and green with
Mhm.
those colors. But now I think now what they've done,
Mhm.
you know, is they've switched up the jersey style. So
Okay.
now they're not sporting the red, the green, and the yellow. Now they're sporting the all white jerseys now.
I've seen that. Yep, you're right, brother. I've seen that. I've seen those jerseys too, man. They're really nice too.
Very nice, man. I like that. I like that color. It could get dirty easily,
Mhm.
but I think it's